further strengthened.
Don't tell this to anyone.
I agree with you completely.
He had better shut up.
It's really not my problem.
Hey, you! Let's go hunting.
All right, follow me. Outside the south gate is a wood where we should find more than enough critters. Probably more than we like.
But the light was a torment for Beliar. All that Genos created was destroyed by Beliar.
Nothing surprises me anymore.
That was quite obvious.
Nothing surprises me anymore.
All right, so much for you, filthy beast. Another one of those things. So, what do you think? Should we go farther into the woods or not?
Let's go on.
All right. Let's hope this works out.
Nothing to be had there.
All right. So much for you, filthy beast. All right. So much for you, filthy. All right. So much for you, filthy beast.
Nothing to be had there.
That's it, I'm going back to the city. It's just too dangerous out here for me, even with two of us.
An orc, right outside the city. Holy shit.
So, see ya. You can sell the skins to Bosper.
I gave Vatras your letter.
I didn't expect anything else. Thanks.
Are you looking for something?
Is it that obvious? Yes, I have an assignment from the water mages to look for some lost ornament.
That's convenient. I have the same assignment from Nefarious.
So you belong to the Ring of Water.
Not yet, but I'm working on it.
I'm glad. Then I don't have to do this alone.
Have you already found an ornament?
I found the place where we should find one. This stone circle could be one of those structures that Nefarious described. Now, we just have to find the mechanism we're supposed to look for.
I tried the mechanism. It doesn't do anything at all.
Then Lobart's farmers were right. They said that one of them had already played around with the stones here. A stone sentinel appeared out of nowhere and attacked them. The farmers called the militia. The militiamen called the paladins, who came and destroyed the monster. I've already searched the whole area. If there was an ornament here, the paladins have it now.
Then one of us has to get into the upper quarter of the city.
I don't have any time for that. You'll have to do it. I'm going to the city now. We'll meet again at Vatris's.
This is gonna change.
But no, he insisted he knew better.
Don't say you didn't know that.
Here's your 100 gold pieces.
You want to pay for her? I'd have preferred it if you'd squeezed it out of her. Still, 100 gold pieces is 100 gold pieces. You've held up your part of the deal.
Help me sign on as an apprentice with one of the masters.
Don't worry, I'll keep my part of the bargain. The other masters will only hear the best about you from me.
It can't go on like this forever.
Don't tell me you didn't know.
Hey!
I'm in enough trouble as it is.
How about your approval, Master?
Has Vatras given you his blessing?
Yes.
And did you also get the blessing of a priest of Innos?
Yes, I did.
Then you shall have my blessing as well. No matter what path you decide to take pride in doing a good job, my boy. That was quite obvious.
But no,
What do you want?
I've got the orc weapon you wanted.
Show me. It's been a while since I've had a weapon like this in my hands. I was a soldier back in the Orc War. Those were tough times, I can tell you. I didn't think you could do it. I'm impressed.
Can I sign on as an apprentice with a different master?
You're a good man. I'll give you my approval. Brian will still be here for a while, and a strong lad to take his place will turn up in time.
Do you sell weapons too?
Forget it. Everything I make goes to the paladins or the militia. I have a commission for 100 swords from Lord Hagen. He wants to equip the city guard.
It was very noble of you to pay for me. I want to show you my gratitude. Here's a bottle of wine which my husband, may Innos rest his soul, brought back from the southern islands. Also, I'm going to spread the news around. At last there's somebody in town whose virtue...
Yeah, never mind. About the plants,
If you cannot handle that by yourself, you won't be any good as an alchemist either.
I've got all the plants I was supposed to bring you.
What? You're pulling my leg, right? By Adanos. It's all there, all right. Who knows? Maybe someday you could make a decent alchemist after all.
I want to sign up with one of the other masters.
You have come to ask my approval? As far as I'm concerned, you can sign up with whoever you like.
I'd have gone about it differently.
I met Valentino.
And?
I gave him a sound beating.
He deserved it. Here, I found this ring on him when our little disagreement had been settled. You're welcome to pass it on to the next person who beats him up.
I don't know why he gets so worked up.
I agree with you completely.
I knew that would be a problem.
About the wolfskins, I've got them, here.
Great. I knew you would be suitable for this job. Here's the pay I promised you. And, what do you think? Isn't this better work than banging away at swords all day or filling little bottles in a dusty chamber?
Will I get your approval to sign up with a different master?
I had hoped you would choose me. But if that's the way you want it,
Does that mean you'll vote for me?
if none of the other masters objects, yes. But you would certainly have made a good hunter.
I want to start as your apprentice.
Great. You seem to know the basics already. Harrod thinks you're a good man. Thorben gave you his blessing. I'm not all that pious, but I'm fine with it. Constantino says you can sign up wherever you want for all he cares. And Matteo says you're worth your weight in gold. This means you have the approval of all masters. You can work for me at any time if you want.
I'm in.
You aren't going to regret this. I think we'll be able to work together well.
What are my tasks as an apprentice?
That's easy. Bring me as many pelts as you can get. I'll pay you a better price for them than any of the other traders would give you. Apart from that, you needn't show up here in the shop. I can get along just fine by myself.
And where am I supposed to sleep?
I don't have any room for you here. They're bound to have a bed for you in the hotel at the marketplace.
Show me your wares.
Change. But with it, the trees. So why won't they listen to me? I agree with you completely. Where did you pick that up then? That's all just gossip. I've got my own opinion about that. That doesn't surprise me. Really didn't deserve that. Nobody will learn anything from me. Got my own opinion about that. That's really not my problem. Really didn't deserve that. I'm no better off myself. I don't believe this is gonna change. It's really not my problem. It's the first I've heard it. Is it really true? So why won't they listen to me? Is it really true? I've heard a thing or two.
I've got Lamar's ledger right here.
Where did you get that?
That shouldn't interest you so much as the fact that your name is in it.
Give it to me.
What will you give me then?
I have no money to spare and can give you nothing but my heartfelt gratitude.
Can you teach me how to pick locks?
If it weren't for you, I'd be paying Lamar for the rest of my life. I shall teach you what you want to know.
Teach me how to pick a lock.
All you need is a lockpick. If you move it carefully left and right in the lock, you can unbolt the mechanism. But if you move it too much or too fast in the wrong direction, it will snap right off. The more adept you become, the fewer lockpicks you are going to need. That's all there is to it, really.
Can you sell me some lockpicks?
If I have any left.
Everybody knows by now.
You really didn't deserve that.
Everybody knows by now.
Nobody will learn anything from me. He never would have thought of that himself.
And in this place, order.
Valentino was unable to pay his bar tab last night. He was blathering something about having been robbed and paying me later. Really?
And what did you do?
Well, I gave him a good thrashing. What else?
As well as animals, wolves as well as sheep. Last of all, arose.
Here, take this ring.
What? I don't understand.
It used to belong to Valentino. You're welcome to pass it on to the next person who tans his hide.
But so great was the wrath of Beliar that he came across the land and chose.
Look what I have here.
But this is Lamar's ledger. Well, what are you planning to do with that?
Here's the book.
Oh, thanks. You saved my butt. Lamar can get rather ugly. Here, take this as a reward. A very special beer. This is my last keg.
Show me your wares.
And Beliar spoke to another creature.
Can you heal me?
Adanos, bless.
I want to learn your abilities.
Sure. What do you want to know?
But with it, the trees and animals were also
With soft
washed away,
souls, you have a better
and
chance of getting
a
close to
deep
your opponents
sadness
without them noticing.
overcame Adanos. And thus spake Adanos to his brothers, "Never again shall you walk upon my land, for it is sacred, and so shall it be."
Show me your wares.
That's not what I heard. Who says things like that?
I can't take care of everything for everybody.
You don't say.
Go away, don't tell me that.
That's what I've always said.
I don't believe that.
Really? How interesting.
I won't tell her a thing from now on.
And it's gonna get even worse.
I've got Akil's delivery.
Excellent. Finally, I can offer fresh goods again. Here are your 50 gold pieces.
I don't believe that.
Go away, don't tell me
Okay?
Yes, but I'm not going out of the city anymore. At least not anytime soon. My knees are still shaking from the scare that orc gave us.
Hear ye, inhabitants of Corinus. By the explicit order of the Honorable Lord Hagen, the following decree is hereby enacted.
And the human
Really, how interesting.
I'd have gone about it differently.
He simply talks too much.
Ah, finally. I've been waiting for you, stranger.
Who are you?
I'm called Attila. But is my name important? Our names are meaningless. You should know that best, stranger.
What do you want from me?
I'm here to explain a few things to you, and afterwards, I'm going to kill you.
What's this farce about?
You shouldn't die ignorant at the end of your journey. Consider it a final show of respect to the condemned.
Why do you want to kill me?
Nagur is behind bars because of your interference, an unforgivable mistake, as some see it. My employers are not exactly pleased about it. To prevent you from making yet another mistake, they have sent me.
Let me at least draw my weapon.
Good. Then prepare for your last battle. Ah, finally. I've been waiting for you, stranger.
What do you want from me?
I'm here to explain a few things to you, and afterwards, I'm going to kill.
Who are you?
I'm called Attila. You should know that best, stranger.
What's this farce?
You shouldn't die.
What?
Nagur is my employee.
Let me.
Good.
Nothing to be had there.
Someone's got to do the work.
We can't take care of everything for everybody.
Hey!
You have to feel sorry for the poor guy. That's been known a long time.
Have you ever used a teleporter stone?
No, but I've heard of them. The water mages aren't too sure about those things yet.
I've given it a try.
Of course you have. You're not afraid of anything, are you? Well, if you want to use the things, go ask Orlin, the tavern owner, whether he'll let you into his boarded-up cave. I think he has hidden one of the teleporter stones for the water mages near his tavern. Walk out of the eastern city gate and simply follow the path. You can't miss it.
Why haven't I heard about this before? I never knew that.
Can you help me get through the thick woods in the east?
Okay, but what do you want to go there for?
Nefarious ordered me to find more ornaments. One of the places where I'm supposed to look is in the middle of the woods.
I see. And that's still too dangerous for you alone, right? No problem. Let me know when you want to leave.
Nothing surprises me anymore. Do you really think?
Do you know anything about a thieves guild in town?
The questions you ask. Of course, there's a thieves guild here, just like in every big city. And every petty pickpocket or fence is probably connected to it somehow.
Those are all just rumors.
Do you know where I can find the thieves guild?
No offense, but even if I knew, I wouldn't tell you anything. These people usually react very sensitively to things like that. If you want to get involved with them, you should be very careful.
You hardly know who to believe these days.
I've got this key here. It's been corroded by sea salt.
So?
I think it will lead me to the hideout of the Thieves Guild.
Well, it could be the key to the sewers.
Why haven't I heard about this before?
Where can I find the sewers?
What do I know? They usually empty into the ocean.
I don't want to hear that. That's really not my problem.
About those missing people.
That was obvious.
Tell me what you know.
The first was William, one of the fishermen here in Corinus. One day, he simply didn't return. At first, we thought that one of those sea monsters out there had eaten him in his boat for breakfast. But not too long afterwards, other people started disappearing from the town and the surroundings. Pretty random events, though. Everyone's at a loss so far. The way it looks, we'll just have to wait until we finally stumble across a clue.
But no, he insisted he knew better.
Isn't this a case for the militia?
The militia is pretty useless if you ask me. They're never going to clear this up. The missing people have just vanished into thin air.
Anything's possible. Don't tell me you didn't know that. You already know what I think. Is it really true? Anything's possible.
Hey!
What are you doing here?
I'm building a ship because I want to get out of here as fast as I can. But the way it looks right now, this ship will never be finished.
Why are you in such a hurry?
Soon the orcs will come and burn down the city.
What makes you think that?
Boy, have you noticed the paladins running around everywhere? Why do you think they're here? I tell you, they're here because the orcs will attack soon, and that won't be pretty.
Can I help you somehow?
Yes, you can. Find out what the paladins are planning. I want to know why they're here. And I have to know if the orcs will attack and how far from the city they are. One of the bastards was even seen outside the city. Just bring me all the information you can get. I need to know how much time I have left to finish the boat.
What's going on at the harbor?
The orcs are breathing down our necks and you're asking about the harbor?
I only wanted to...
The biggest problem we have is that there aren't enough ships in the harbor to get us out of here. To be honest, there's only one ship here, and that belongs to the paladins. They certainly won't let us get out of here with that.
Why can't you finish your ship?
Oh, we have thousands of problems. The hull still isn't stable, and it's still missing a lot of boards. But I have hardly any gold left to buy new material with, and the last delivery had bugs in it. My boys don't work productively. One wants a fast ship above all else, the other one is worried about the figurehead. As if we didn't have more important things to do. Also, one of my people is simply not showing up for work anymore. I'm beginning to fear that this will delay the construction even more.
You're one worker short?
Yes, his name is Monty. He's vanished into thin air. That lazy pig is probably living the high life on a farm somewhere. I should never have paid him in advance.
I've heard that other people have gone missing too.
Just what I'm saying. That's where the evil starts. Farum, the fisherman, told me something similar. His buddy William is no longer around. I bet that the orcs are behind all this.
Hey, you got no business here, understand?
Who are you?
That's none of your business. I'm the boss here, okay?
The boss? Of what? Of those chests?
Hey, the storeroom was under my supervision, got it? So piss off, or else I'll bash in your skull.
There you are at last. I've been waiting here for hours. Just a moment. You're not a merchant from town, are you? Where is Baltram?
Who are you?
I don't see how that's any of your business. But if you must know, my name is Skip. Does that ring a bell?
Who?
Are you telling me you've never heard of Skip? Holy shit! Where do you live? I'm one of Corinus's most wanted criminals. Me and my boys have been the scourge of the waters around this crummy island for years. Come on, you must have heard of me.
You're a pirate.
Yes, damn it. That's plain to see. And a cross one at that. I'm so bored, I could chew up the planks of my cog.
Baltram, you're waiting for a merchant?
Smart kid, aren't you? That's what I just said, isn't it? That good-for-nothing junk merchant seems to have forgotten me. If only I could get my hands on him.
Where do you come from?
You want to know where our hideout is? If I tell you that, I might as well invite the militia to arrest me. And in case you would like to pay us a visit, it wouldn't help you in the least. The island of Corinus is large, and no one ever gets to where we are anyway. Unless they have a cog or some other ship. And then you'd have to find your way through the cliffs as well. Nobody gets through there unless they know the secret path. There are only 2 people who know the path, and you're not one of them.
A lot of citizens are missing, and everything seems to indicate that you're not quite innocent in the matter.
Damn it. It's not what you think it is. Do I look like a slave trader to you? No, I only transport goods. What they are and where they come from is no concern of mine. We have shipped all kinds of things for those swine. First, it was just regular stuff. Well, sometimes it may have been contraband. But then they started to kidnap the inhabitants of the city. No idea what they're planning to do with them. All we did was ferry them across.
Who are you talking about?
The bandits, of course. Who else? The filthy scum who are making themselves at home all over the island. And not just here, around Corinus.
Just bandits isn't good enough for me. I want a name.
A name? You want to know who's leading the bandits? Damn it! What was that bastard's name again? I just can't recall his name. Even if it wasn't all that complicated. But I can show you where to find the boss of the gang in this part of Corinus. Have you got a decent map?
I've got a map right here.
But someone scribbled all over it already. So where's the fun in messing it up for you? Then I guess I'll have to give you a description. There's a very big farm far to the east. The farmer's name is Onar, I think. He's got some fairly large fields. To the south of those fields, there's a small fortress on a high cliff. That's where you'll find your man. I remember his name now. Dexter. Yes, I think they called him Dexter.
Where did you take those people?
I already told you. I'm not going to tell you where our bay is.
Nothing to plunder. Nothing to be had there. I'll never get this open without the right key.
Hey, what are you doing down here? There's nothing here for you. So, out with it. What are you doing here?
I've done in Attila. He had the key to the sewers on him.
You killed Attila? So what? He was a lousy dog anyway. But I'll tell you something. If you attack me, I'll kill you.
What are you doing here in this dark, dank hole?
I live here. One more stupid question, and I'll cut a design in your hide.
Take me to your leader.
Ha! My leader? I'm sure Cassio will want to talk to you. Go ahead, and don't try to fool me.
Hear ye, inhabitants of Corinus. By the explicit order of the Honorable Lord Hagen, the following decree is hereby enacted. The security measures for the protection of the upper quarter will be further strengthened. The guards on the gates are ordered to interpret the law in the strictest sense in order to
Hey, you!
Just look who found his way here. Attila underestimated you. I am not going to make the same mistake.
What's being played here?
We wanted you to die for blowing the whistle on a friend. That's why we sent Attila. Your presence here, however, opens up a new option.
What do you want to offer me?
You can join us.
Tell me about your organization.
People in town are pretty nervous about us, but nobody knows our hideout. The handful of people who even know that the sewers exist believe that they are locked and not accessible to anyone. As long as they don't find us, we can work in peace.
What do you know about the missing people?
Why would that interest you?
I want to find out what happened to them.
When you emerge from the sewers, swim down along the coast to the right for a while. You're bound to find your answers there.
What's in it for me if I join you?
You can learn special abilities from us. Abilities that will allow you to live in luxury.
But I wouldn't have to hide out down here, would I?
No. You only have to stick to our rules. That's all.
What are your rules?
The first rule is, you don't breathe a word about us to anyone, ever. Second, don't get caught. Third, if you draw your weapon down here to attack someone, we'll kill you. And the fourth and last rule is, those who want to join us have to prove themselves.
What happens if I get caught?
Just don't get caught, okay?
How am I supposed to prove myself?
Now, will you join us or not?
And what if I don't want to join you?
In that case, I shall kill you.
Okay, I'm in.
You've made a wise decision. If you succeed in proving yourself, you may join our ranks. If you would like to learn the thieves' abilities first, feel free. You're going to need them.
What can I learn from you?
Jesper is the master of stealth. He will show you how to move without making a sound. Ramirez is an exceptionally gifted burglar. No lock can withstand his picks. And I can teach you how to be a pickpocket. I'm also going to help you become more dexterous, for dexterity is the key to your abilities.
How am I supposed to prove myself?
That stubborn old alchemist, Constantino, has a beautiful ring, but he doesn't really need it. I want to see it adorn my hand.
Hey!
So you're in. Well, I wish you success then, and be careful, whatever you do. Oh, and one more thing. I don't care who you are up there, and with whom you work. Here below, you're only one of us, a thief. No more, and no less.
Can you teach me something?
I can't teach you anything. You already know everything about picking locks. Now you only need to improve your dexterity. Listen, you can't be serious, can you? You're bagging our gold. You're trying to steal from us.
Don't get all worked up over a couple of coins. I mean, this bit of stuff here, is that all of your booty? That's all the Thieves Guild of Corinus has to offer?
Who says our booty is stored down here?
I couldn't quite believe that either. So where did you hide your treasures?
In a very safe place.
I see.
All right, you can keep the gold, but I'll keep an eye on you, so don't overdo it.
The following decree is hereby enacted. Due to the general situation, the forest and wilderness near the city are to be avoided for